Hello everyone. Today we're looking to two special watches. First, this Seagull 1963 and this Invicta. If we compare them, you don't see the similarities, but they have similar movement, and I think that is interesting in this watch. So they have the same movement and we will look to them, and I hope you will stay on this review and you will give a thumbs up, and if you give a thumbs up, also subscribe and put on the notification bell, because if you don't do that, maybe you will miss something in the future. Also, every Sunday I try to do a live stream, and you can also come to the live stream and you can add me with Skype, so we can have a chat live, and you can maybe show your watches, or you can show me other stuff on the Skype, and we do it live. So I hope you will like this review. Here are the watches. If we compare them, you see that the Invicta is a little bit bigger. The Invicta is 44 millimeters in the diameter and 54 lug to lug, and its thickness is 14 millimeters. So if we compare it to the Seagull is 37 millimeters in the diameter and 54 millimeters lug to lug, but it is a little bit thicker, and this 15 millimeters thick. The Invicta don't have the plexiglass but has sapphire, and on its case back you see it is open, you can see the movement, and that's also sapphire. So sapphire on the back and on the front. And the Seagull, you cannot see it because of the strap, that's on the back, also an open display. You see also that they have different styles. So this one is really a sport watch, and this one is more like a military classic watch. The movement on those watches are really special. Like I told already, they're based on Venus movement, the caliber 175, and the thing that's why it's special is because Venus in the 60s they needed some more money because they want to invest on new movements. So they had like an old movement, the 175, and they tried to sell it to the Russians, but the Russians didn't want it. So they tried the Chinese. So the Chinese bought the mechanicals and also the design of the movement, and they started to produce their own caliber 175 under the name ST19. After a while, Seagull stopped making those movements and those watches for the military with this caliber, but until 2005 they make a reissue of those 1963 watches, so also with this caliber, and here we have one. They also started to produce it so other companies can use them in their watches, and also so this Invicta has that movement. So now we will put the Seagull away and we will review this Invicta. As you can see, in sportive watch, the bezel is particularly painted with PVD in black, as you can see. The sound of the bezel is really amazing. We have here pushers for the chronograph function. They are also painted in black, and the strap is painted in black. The dial is a mother of pearl, so in the light you can sometimes see like different colors. It's difficult for me to show that on this video. And the most interesting is, of course, the movement. It's well finished, and it's also a column wheel movement. Most times column wheel movements are in expensive watches. So this is a Seagull 1963. Inside is the ST19 movement. So the story about that one, about this movement that you had 3 big manufacturers, Lemania, Valjoux and Venus. So the Venus wants to make a new movement, so they tried to sell the caliber 175 to other companies. So they tried first the Russians, but the Russians, they already had their own chronograph movement, so they didn't want to buy the Venus 175. So they tried the Chinese, and the Chinese bought like the machinery and also the design of this movement. And yes, but that was in the 60s. And they also improved like this Venus movement to have it like more jewels. So it was from 70 jewels, it was going to 19 jewels. So it's an amazing watch with also an amazing movement. And most watch collectors can just accept this Chinese watch, because most time watch collectors, they are bashing Chinese watches. So when we look to this watch, to the movement, put the strap off. It's a column wheel movement. Most time column wheel movements are really expensive. It's a hand winder, so you have to manual wind it every day. So for now this is everything I want to tell about this movement. Now we're going to the Invicta that have the same movement as this Seagull. Amazing sportive watch with a very nice mother of pearl dial. Also applied indices and logo. On the 6 you have here 3 dials, with on the 6 a 12-hour dial. So as you can see it's now on 9 because it's 9 o'clock. Swiss logo on the crown. 2 pushes. 1 to start the chronograph function, to pause it, to reset it. Polished finishing everywhere, on the lugs, on the sides, and brushed finishing on the bezel. The strap is also polished, so when it have scratches you will see it very easily. So that's the downside of this watch. This is the watch on my wrist. Very nice size, 44 millimeters, but with my wrist can also have this watch. Very sportive, so very nice, but it's not over the top. It's still really basic because of the colors. Is just black. Very nice. Also I really like the dial. Normally you can only see like the colors of this mother of pearl in the lights. Invicta engraved on the buckle. Just standard folding clasp. Very nice watch. Thumbs up. My opinion is that it's a very nice watch, sportive, not over the top, bold. I don't like the reflection on the sapphire glass. They didn't put an AR coating on it, so you will see every light reflection and every reflection on this glass. I also don't like that it's only polished, so no brushing on it. Yes, on the best, but it's too much polish, so it shines a lot, and that is one thing I like, but you will also see the scratches very easily. That's one thing I don't like. Also, the size is just for myself is very nice. I like the size. It's not too big. And I like the mother of pearl dial. So overall it's a very nice watch, and most time you can get this one around $200 on eBay. So this one gets a thumb up. Amazing watch. I love it. I hope you liked the review of this watch. And give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. So thumbs up. And subscribe to this channel. Also, don't forget to bell icon so you don't miss anything in the future. Also, I want to do a shout out to some of the other YouTube channels of the Invicta community. I want to do a shout out for Tommy Big Time. Amazing guy. He do a lot of videos where he just show you how to replace your straps or change your batteries. I also want to do a shout out for Trapvision 3D. He do a lot with streaming. Amazing guy. He has a lot of nice watches and a great collection. And the last shout out I want to do is for John the Phone Guy. He has a lot of knowledge about Invictas and watches. Subscribe to those guys. You will find them also below in the description. And every Sunday I will do a live stream. If you want to be in the live stream, contact me with Skype and we talk about it. And I see you. Bye bye.